like you. Be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one.
Every October 13th, the BTS fandom bursts into celebration for Park Jimin's birthday. It's the day when timelines overflow with love, videos, edits, and tributes dedicated to him. Normally, one of the most anticipated moments is Jungkook's message to Jimin, because their bond, which has always been both heartwarming and mysterious, has become one of the most cherished things for fans to witness. Yet this year, something felt missing. Jungkook didn't post anything. There was no birthday wish, no shared moment, no visible sign of celebration. And that silence hit harder than any words could. The internet immediately caught fire. Fans began asking what had happened between them. Many wondered whether something had gone wrong, or if there was a reason Jungkook had chosen to remain silent. For people who had followed their story for years, it felt almost painful to see one of the closest friendships in K-pop suddenly vanish from the public eye, even just for a day. But, as always with Jimin and Jungkook, the truth was far more complex and intimate than what appeared on the surface. Jungkook's silence wasn't absence. It was intention. It wasn't coldness. It was warmth hidden behind quiet walls. A few days before Jimin's birthday, Jungkook seemed unusually reflective. He deleted some of his old posts, became less active online, and kept avoiding direct questions about other members during his live streams. Yet one night he sat with his guitar and began humming softly. The melody was unfamiliar, delicate, emotional, almost like a whisper from his heart. Then he sang a single line that made fans freeze, a promise that doesn't need a stage. To most, it might have sounded like random lyrics. But to those who know their story, it felt personal, almost like a secret message directed toward someone specific. That one line echoed through social media. It didn't take long before fans connected it to Jimin. Jungkook hadn't said a single word about the upcoming birthday, but he had sung something that sounded like a quiet vow. That's how he communicates, not through grand gestures or public posts, but through music and emotion. When Jimin's birthday finally arrived, Jungkook was nowhere to be seen online. There was no live stream, no post, no photo, not even a subtle like or comment. Fans tracked everything, but there was nothing. At the same time, Jimin appeared calm, almost too calm. He thanked ARMY and the other members for their wishes, but his message was short and contemplative. On Weverse, he wrote, "I'm grateful for people who don't need to say much to show that they care." The fandom went silent after reading that. Because if anyone fits that description, it's Jungkook. It was as if Jimin was quietly answering the question that the entire fandom had been asking. He wasn't upset. He wasn't waiting for a gift or a post. He already had what mattered. For fans who have followed Jikook for years, that simple line felt like confirmation, a quiet reassurance that nothing between them had changed. They were still connected, just away from the eyes of millions. People began remembering how Jungkook has always expressed affection differently. Back in 2020, he also didn't post anything for Jimin's birthday. Later, it was revealed that he had recorded a private acoustic version of Jimin's solo song, Promise, and sent it only to him. No public attention, no hashtags, just a personal gesture that meant everything. Jungkook has never been the type to perform emotions for cameras. His love language is privacy. That's why this year, many fans started believing that Jungkook's silence wasn't neglect, it was protection. After years of constant speculation and shipping wars, Jungkook probably didn't want to turn Jimin's birthday into another headline. Every move between them gets exaggerated and analyzed, and he must know how exhausting that is for Jimin. By staying silent, he shielded him. By not posting, he let Jimin celebrate in peace. In his own way, Jungkook might have been saying, "You deserve calm, not chaos." But of course, silence speaks in more ways than one. During Jimin's birthday live broadcast, there was a brief moment that caught everyone's attention. As he read the names of members who had messaged him, Jimin paused and smiled softly. It wasn't the bright smile he gives to fans, but a small, private one, the kind you give when you're thinking about someone who isn't in the room. Then he said quietly, some things are better left between two people. It was subtle, but everyone watching understood. Days later, Jimin went live again. He sang a few songs, laughed with fans, and then, without realizing it, began humming the exact same melody Jungkook had played during his late-night stream. The same one with the lyric about, "a promise that doesn't need a stage." Fans were stunned. There it was again, a silent conversation, carried through music. They didn't have to speak or tag each other. They were already communicating in their own secret way, a language of melody, timing, and understanding. For years, Jimin and Jungkook's bond has thrived in the little things. A glance shared on stage, a protective gesture behind the scenes, a wordless moment of comfort when one of them seems tired. Their connection has always lived between the lines. And maybe that's why Jungkook didn't need to post anything this time. Maybe he realized that their relationship has reached a point where it doesn't need to be proven anymore. Because when love matures, it doesn't need witnesses. It only needs trust. They've spent years under the most intense spotlight imaginable. Every move is recorded, every word dissected, every emotion magnified. In that kind of life, privacy becomes the rarest luxury. Jungkook has always understood that. He has always been protective, stepping in front of Jimin during chaotic crowds, quietly checking if he's okay, or simply giving him space when things become too much. Perhaps this time, the best gift he could offer was quietness. The absence of noise, the presence of peace. There's a quiet kind of love that doesn't need to be announced. The kind that's steady, invisible, and constant. Maybe that's what Jungkook was giving. While the world expected gifts, posts, or captions, he was giving Jimin something far more valuable: understanding. Because love, in its purest form, isn't about proving how much you care. It's about knowing when to stay silent, when to protect, and when to let things simply be. It's possible that Jungkook and Jimin met privately, shared a meal, or exchanged something only they know about. Maybe that was the real gift, the one that didn't need an audience. Over time, fans have realized that their most genuine moments rarely happen in public. They happen in the quiet. And maybe that's exactly how they both prefer it now. Jimin once said, "The people who know me best are the ones who don't need to ask too many questions." Jungkook once said, "Sometimes, I don't have to say anything. They already know." When you put those two statements together, you can almost see how deeply they understand each other. So when fans ask why Jungkook didn't give Jimin a birthday gift this year, maybe the answer isn't that he forgot or didn't care. Maybe he gave something more meaningful than anyone could imagine. A moment of privacy, a promise kept, a connection that doesn't need public validation. The beauty of their bond lies in how it transcends performance. They've grown past the stage of needing to show affection where everyone can see it. Now their love, whatever form it takes, exists in the quiet. It's in the melody they share, in the smiles they can't hide, and in the unspoken understanding that continues to hold them together even when they say nothing at all. Jungkook's silence wasn't empty. It was full of meaning. He didn't post because he didn't need to. He didn't send a visible gift because his real gift was intangible. A space for Jimin to breathe, a promise that endures, and a love that lives quietly between them. So the real reason Jungkook gave Jimin no birthday gift is simple. Because sometimes, the most powerful gifts can't be seen or shared. They're not wrapped in paper or posted online. They live in songs that sound like confessions, in smiles that hide secrets, and in moments that belong only to two hearts that understand each other without a single word. And maybe that's the kind of gift that never fades.